Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. Top of the AM, back to the work week. We back at it, trying to get through a whole another week to get right back to the weekend. Coffee and Donuts for grown-ups at a new time. Here on YouTube, Coffee and Donuts will, yes, Jab Queen, high vibrations to you. Yes, new time. I'm going to start coming on at 9 o'clock, Jab Queen, so feel y'all be able to see the show. So, and even for myself, I got to make sure that I catch you guys just as well. But how was your weekend? I'm only going to be up here for a half an hour, but the rest of the week we'll be doing from 9 to 10 o'clock. Uh, Birthday weekend just passed. Yesterday was my birthday, so had a yo BBO. Yes, sir. We on a new time, brother. We on a new time. Coffee and donuts for grown-ups, man. We doing it at 9 o'clock, bro. We doing it at 9 o'clock. We coming for everything. We're not letting anything slide. It's a good time for a lot of people. I asked a few people, so since I'm able to have some freedom at 9 a.m. when I get off, I could do the show with no interruptions. Salute to you, bro. Hopefully, hey, bro, I seen the pictures, man. I know you enjoyed yourself in the Big Apple, man. Wish I could have been out there. Looking good, and looking forward to seeing some more. Some STN all over the place. Getting photos with fighters and so forth. Is my That's right, you is a Leo. That's right, BBO. So salute to you, man. But real quick, I just want to go through a recap because we got brother B3 coming on at 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna support my brothers. But hey, what's next for the winners and losers of this past weekend? Now for the easiest part for me, with Clarissa Shields, shout out to the GOAT and many minds. Some say she is the GOAT overall in women's boxing. I say whatever you feel, that's how I just have no problem with that. But what's next for her? In my honest opinion, nothing. Nothing is next for her, but there's a lot more she can do in life. She's still young. Women boxing need more bodies in there, more talent and things like that. And since she's just been dominating women's boxing, it comes to a point where you then did everything you can do. So I think for Clarissa Shields, I think she should take a break. She was planning to take a break. Hey, go do some lady things. Sit down, be a lady. You ain't got to worry about. She don't have to worry about, prepping for fight, all the time. So, let her take a break, and then come back. Now, there is one fighter I would like to see her fight, and even before she take a break. And for me, the only person that I'm interested in seeing her fight right now is Shadaza Green. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but for me, honestly, there's not really anyone in women's boxing that I would like to see Clarissa Shields get in the ring with. It's not too many left, but Shadaza Green would be pretty damn good. That's up to Clarissa Shields. But like I said, if she want to take her break now and go have some fun, make a baby, come back to the sport, and hopefully the sport has more for her to play around with, because it's just so easy for this young lady. Or is it that she is so damn great? You see what I'm saying? So salute to Clarissa. Um, Lanny Daniels, keep doing what she's doing. So I think she should take a break and come back to women's boxing. I don't know, but I think it's time for her to take a break. She has been very good, and she's been very dominant in the sport. So I don't know how much she can give us, but I think she should take a break. She's still young and be able to come back. Um, Shoo Carrington did his thing this past weekend. Shout out to Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to all the New Yorkers. Um, Now it's time for Shoo Carrington to actually get a title fight. Not no interim, not the left belt, not the right belt, not the Bruce Lee belt, not the Jim Kelly belt. All is nonsense. It's time for Shoo to actually contend for a legit title. I think that should be next for Shoo. Hopefully that happens. But I'm thinking ahead, and we all been saying this from the beginning of Shoo existence. How much time does he have? Because of his age and he's a late bloomer, how much time does he really have to actually get some things done in the sport? And I think a lot of us think that whoever's in charge, Bob Aaron, need to start turning it up for Shushu a little bit. I think it's the time for him to actually get a shot at the real belts. He has shown me, in my honest opinion, that he really wants it. And for me to say that he's not ready, he can prove to me if he's ready or not. But I think he's ready. I think he deserves a shot just as well as some other fighters. We know other fighters have gotten shots at belts and, shouldn't have been getting the shots at the time that they got them. So hopefully Shushu start getting those same opportunities so we can really see this young phenom from Brooklyn be all that he really wants to be in the sport of boxing. As far as the rest of the fights, wasn't too much for me to talk about. But like I said, because I had to go back and do a lot of rewatching because it was my birthday weekend. It was a rough weekend too, rough birthday. But I think it's nothing but hitting up north for Shushu, depending on how his management team, he should be moving on to a actual title. Bam Bam, my man Bam Rodriguez. What more can you say about Bam Rodriguez? But what y'all feel about Xander Zayas and the fight against Garcia, which was a very good fight. Now, some people didn't expect Garcia to be as good and as prepared and ready like he was. But that's the great thing about the sport of boxing. You never know until you say he's not that guy. He still deserves a shot, BBO, because there's a lot of guys in the sport of boxing that's actually not that guy. Even some of our favorite fighters are considered by other boxing fans that they're not that guy. Hype jab, but is he a star? BBO, it's not a lot of stars in boxing. I'm gonna tell you first. If it's not that many people who's gonna talk about this star status stuff, many too many going to talk about that. So, I'm good for talking about that because there's not a lot of stars in boxing. Just because somebody's name is in rotation and you hear little things about them, that do not make them a damn star. That just make them a part of a conversation. It doesn't make them a star just because somebody's talking about what they want to see you do and talk about what you haven't done yet don't make you the face of boxing. Yes, he is. Now, Xander Zayas, yes, BBO. Some may not agree with me, but is he a star? I think he's a star. And then he's a star and he's a superstar in the making, if that makes sense. He's not a star, but I think he's a young star. You guys talked about it a few days ago. And from like Brother D Free said, he thinks he's a star, and then that the Latino boxing community is looking for that next Latino face of boxing. We already know fake terrorist that Berlin ain't that. And who else is right now? If you look at the sport of boxing, and we talk about good Latino fighters, who is next to fit that bill? We already know my man DB, David Benavidez, the Mexican Monster Killer. He's a superstar. D Free in the building, salute to you. He's a superstar. So they looking for that next young star. Yeah. And he got I think Xander got everything that it takes, and I like that this fight was very competitive. Yeah, exactly, BBO. So I think he's the taster's choice to be the next face of Latino star fighter and just a star in boxing or a superstar in boxing. I think he will become that superstar. My honest opinion, yes, he's a star. Anybody could disagree with it. Fine, don't waste your time trying to talk to me about it because it's not going to change my thoughts. I think Xander Zayas is a star and a superstar in the making. Yeah, so I think he is, and they moving him very well, and that fight was very good for him. He did his thing. He won the fight, and Garcia was a hell of a competitive, so I like that. So yeah, Xander, hell yeah. I don't see no other Latino fighter right now fitting that bill. Not yet. Now there we got this one young fighter. Now we talking about a young fighter. He's still in green stage, but he's skilled, and we all a big supporter of this young guy. And I think he's going to become a star within another year or so if we keep on fighting. And one of my favorite up and coming Latino fighters that I do love to talk about is Keith Colon. I can't wait for Keith Cologne to get them moving up the polls and people getting to see him. I think Keith Cologne is going to be another one added on to that. You know, so the Latino fan base does have some fighters to look at and say, man, we dominating the sport. So when you got Xander Zayas and, you know, the world's about to learn about Keith Cologne, and there's a few other young up-and-coming Latino fighters out there that can be good just as well. But I think right now, Xander Zayas is leading the bill, and there's a few others, in my opinion, that I think would be like that. Yes, Jag Queen, a lot of people like Keith Cologne. So his next fight here in my trenches, I'm gonna make sure I get down there and see him because he's fighting like not even a full mile from my no more than a mile from where I live at. So yes, Keith Cologne is good. He's in the lab. You could get to talk to this guy and everything that he's doing. And the great thing about that, him straight from straight from out the batch of seeds. So and he's making himself available to guys like us, because you know how it is with us being content creators. You know, we gotta work for these interviews, and you know, people are selective and things like that about who they want to get that shine to, and there's nothing wrong with it. They have every right to do that. But Keith Cologne, who's out here and from scratch is here dealing with it, and I know he's going to have us along with him as his career grows. So he definitely has an upside career, and I think he's going to be a young phenom in the sport. Now, this young next Latino fighter, I know BVO is going to love this one, and that's the young my man Vargas. You know, Filiano, Yali Emiliano. Yes, I like this kid. He had a devastating knockout. Now me, it's not about how many people you knock out, but it's about the skill set of the fighter that you knock out. But he's in a race for being a big star or a superstar. He's not a star yet, but I think he's there. I think if we see a little more from him, and I think he's starting to fight more, it helps to widen his fan base. But so I think he's going to be pretty good, and I like to see more of Emiliano. This is one guy that brother BVO is really big on. I think he's good, just like, you know, a lot of these other fighters. We can't get in a moment and stay stuck in a moment, because you know, one fight don't determine how the whole career is going to turn out. You know, not that early. You know, unless it's just something detrimental. But y'all understand what I'm saying. But I think he's going to be nice, and I just need to see him put in some work. We just recently talked about who we would like to see Emiliano face the waters with at bar at 140. Queen, what's going on, sis? Another Leo in the building. Her celebration coming up in a few days. Y'all make sure y'all shout my sister out. It's Leo season. But I like him. I think he's gonna be pretty good. John Santana good too. Yes, he is. I'm doing a video later about Dominican fighter. Good. I'm gonna make sure I tap in Jag Queen. When you post it up, I'm gonna put on a notification and I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, Queen, I'm still celebrating. Y'all know I didn't go to work the fuck last night. I wasn't going to work last night, man. I was drunk. Oh man, if I would have came on last night, man, I wasn't crushed. If I would have came on, man, I was Richard Pryor, y'all. Can you imagine me being Richard Pryor form talking about boxing? It would have been crazy. Oh man, it would have been crazy. But yeah, fuck that. I said, you calling out, you motherfucking right. I don't call out, bitch. Y'all gonna bite this one. And I ain't bringing no fucking no. Kiss my ass. I ain't feel good. What was wrong with you? I was drinking. Oh yeah, Queen. You up for 5 days? Enjoy yourself. I'm gonna take another 5 days, probably in another week or so. Getting back to cooking on his boxing. Yeah. So so I don't know what's next. BBO said he don't think shoe is the goods like that. There's nothing wrong with that. And see, BBO, that's why I said what I said. because we really need to see, you know, where Shushu is really at, because he hasn't really gotten the chance. So I understand that, BBO. I don't have no problem with that. There's a lot of people that feel a way about Shushu Carrington. But what we all have in common, that we all feel that way about a fighter. Some fighters we may agree with, and some fighters we may disagree, but we all agree that, some guys ain't doing enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. So I don't know. I never said Shushu is a superstar. I like him a whole lot, but Shushu is good. He's damn sure is good. We're not going to do that to him. Now, is he great? Y'all know how I feel. Ain't nobody goddamn great, far as I'm concerned. I know I get cussed out about it, but ain't none of them great. Show me where some greatness was done at. Not be quiet. I know what greatness is. That's why I can say it. Like Ali said, I'm the greatest. Shushu is good, and it's about time he actually gets a damn shot. Now, there's something I've seen some notifications over the weekend. And what's going on next? Now, there's certain situations I won't talk about because I don't need to talk about them in my honest opinion. So real quick, and I know BBO's probably waiting to hear me say something about the situation. So I'm gonna start with this to lead to the point that I'm going to land this plane. So we all know what's going on with Tank Davis. It's a hot damn mess. It's a hot mess. I haven't looked into it. If he's wrong about whatever, if he's guilty about whatever he's been doing, then he needs to be dealt with. He needs to be dealt with. And then if she's lying and it's perjury, then her ass need to be dealt with. But far as I'm concerned, they both were damn hot mess. It's not good for neither one of them. Not good for his career. They saying he's contemplating retirement. I'm not gonna fall into that until I hear the man say retirement. But he needs to do something. All right, he needs to do something. And I wish him the best. If he retire, I'm not gonna lose no sleep. I can just say, hey, dude gave me some nice exciting fights. But that's it. But now with that situation with Tank Davis, now there's all these conversations. So we hear Shakur name in the mix with Roach. We're hearing all these other fights. Yes, and that's why I haven't really said anything about it, Kwee. But now we got all these other things being talked about, and I see, if you're gonna get Roach and Shakur, we're gonna get this and that. But I say this. Mr. Gary Russell Jr. has returned at 135 and looked pretty damn good. So while 135 is on some bull-ish, because 135 right now is on some bull-ish. Yeah, he got a bad rep, Jarrell, but he put a clinic from, yeah. And I don't understand him having a bad rep, but I understand a lot of people just ain't feeling him. I get that. But in all honesty, man, so now we hearing all these talks. So it seemed like they trying to look for a big fight at 135 that doesn't have that doesn't have Tank Davis involved, and that's fine with me. But who's going to be that big fight at 135? Who's going to be that big fight at 135? Because now it looked like Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So now we got Gary Russell Jr. in there now. The return of Mr. Gary. That's what I like to call him because there's too many damn Garys. So I call him Mr. Gary. So now we got Mr. Gary who finally returned, and it's a match that I always seen. I've been wanting to see Mr. Gary and Shakur Stevenson fight for the damn longest. So now we got some things that had switched up slightly at 135, and Tank Davis situation, boom. So now we're going to get a fight with Lamont Roach and Shakur, or is Roach going up to 140, this, that, and the other? Right. He said Gary is at least a good name for Shakur resume, and he still got it, so can't say he's washed. That's and you know what? And that's what's up. And he's not washed. You know what I mean? And we got fighters that's active that I consider fucking washed because they just not that good. But That's the thing about Mr. Gary Russell Jr. that always been a pet peeve for myself because we haven't really seen Mr. Gary have like a force. We already know the story with Mr. Gary. We wanted to see Mr. Gary be active in these fights. We know the reasons behind the machine working against him and all that, but he's back. And what that does is that for all these dudes is talking this trash at 135, this makes things a little bad. It makes things bad for these guys because now all these young guys at 135, your favorite fighter, maybe my favorite fighter at 135, most likely got something to worry about. And I think all of them got something to worry about at 135, in my honest opinion, because Mr. Gary's back, whose IQ is better than everybody's at 135 right now. That's my opinion. Do I think Gary Russell Jr. has a higher boxing IQ than Shakur Stevenson? I damn sure do, and always did. If you never knew that now, if you never knew it then, you know now. One of the best IQs I've seen in boxing is Mr. Gary Russell Jr. A big one of the best IQs in boxing. And he's still well preserved. So it makes it very interesting. So all this who's supposed to be who at 135, tell your favorite fighter, tell all your favorite fighters to go holler at him. Jay Gibb in the building. Go tell your favorite fighter to holler at him. Shakur's supposed to be that ish. I'm the best. Shut up, show me. Because right now, you got one of the best skilled fighters in your weight class. And this man was always considered overall one of the best skilled fighters overall. We not going to act like that wasn't said about Mr. Gary. I dare you this morning. Don't make me have to pull out my belt. I'm doing coffee and donuts with my feet kicked up. Don't make me do it this morning, people. Thank you, Jay Good. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the birthday love, y'all. Really do. Yeah, so now we got some things to talk about. And I see that this is not too much of a what I would say a popular conversation. But y'all always running y'all damn mouths. Y'all running y'all mouths about these weight classes. And it seemed like because Mr. Gary Russell Jr. has returned, all you folks that be running y'all mouth about 135, y'all getting kind of quiet now. And then I'm wondering, now I just got my hair done. Don't make me mess my hair up by scratching and trying to figure out why y'all ass is getting quiet. Ain't nobody talking about they favorite fighter at 135 since Mr. Gary Russell came back. Tell me I'm lying. What did I miss, y'all? What did I miss? What did I miss? What's wrong? I haven't heard nothing. What y'all shook? Come on, 135. Your favorite fighters, where y'all at? Y'all ain't talking nothing now. Am I lying? Am I over exaggerating? Quick, have you have anybody really talking about their favorite fighter at 135 gonna do this, gonna do that? Jag Queen, have you heard? Jay Gibb, BBO, D Free, have y'all heard anybody talking about their favorite fighters is gonna be the next best thing at 135? And the only fighter that we really been talking about that's really gonna be the man at 135 is Am I lying? Am I lying? And while I'm at it, yeah, coffee and donuts for grown-ups. And it's such a scary topic because I never thought I would be mentioning these two names together. It would be lovely. I'm gonna say it like this, y'all. It would be lovely, but damn sure so scary to see Abdullah Mason and Mr. Gary Russell Jr. in the ring at 135. What am I talking about? Did I just say this out my mouth? Am I the first one that said it? I didn't know if Gary power and punch resistance could carry the 135, but now I see. Yeah. Here's the thing. I just been wanting Mr. Gary Russell to do everything he said he could do to all these damn fighters. So if he's back and whoever's gave him a chance, man, let this dude run. Let him run. Let him run. Matter of fact, I should be hearing about another opponent before the week is out. Somebody that I'm affiliated with We need to see his ass right back in the ring. And where we at? Going into August. Man, put him back in the ring. October, November. Ain't no time to be slowing down. Because ain't no much time left. That's why you got to get it while it's there, because it may not be there. It may not be there for long. Look at what's going on. Ain't too many opportunities being around for these guys. And they thinking they can be picky. Yeah, it might be multiple doors of opportunities, but that don't mean that you're going to get an invite or the key to every last damn door opportunity. So the one that you get that invite to, no matter they invited you in or you got the damn key, you better take advantage of it. You better take advantage of it. You better take advantage of it. Get out there, make y'all damn money, and I don't know. And this is for all these damn fighters. Make y'all damn money, man, and make y'all money. This is what I'm saying. Make y'all money. I ain't saying go in there, oh, yeah, go get those belts. Go get these titles, these accolades. Fuck that. Go get y'all damn money, and then you might want to get the hell up out the damn sport. Today's minds, today's brains in the sport of boxing, it's not the same of the mindsets from the generations before. We know these things. So that's why today's fighters, their careers is not going to have the longevity as the ones that preceded them before. It's a big difference. We got these young fighters right now crashing out. I'm going to retire. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a hiatus. What? Too young for that. They had fighters back then at that age. Talking about, man, I'm about to retire, man. I can't get the fight that I want. I can't get the money in my hand. These dudes is too damn soft. That's why none of their careers is going to last long. But how many fighters that's active in the sport of boxing right now that been boxed for at least been in the sport for over a decade? I ain't gonna even say 20 years. How many active fighters today? How many active fighters today? 10 or more years in them. Maybe up to 12. It ain't that many. And even though we got these babies blooming every day in the sport of boxing, I don't know if they're gonna have a long ass career. We don't even know where boxing is gonna be in another 5 or 10 years from now. I don't know. Some changes might be made, but I don't really see a longevity career with today's fighters than what it is with the fighters before them. And the reason why I say this, because no matter how old you are, you still got less years in front of you than you have behind you. I don't care. Sounds crazy, but just think about it. But you say, yo, in your younger years, you have more years in front of you and not less. Yeah, I used to think that too. But boxing needs to keep that wheel rolling. Give these fans what they want. Let these fighters work for what they want so they can achieve and get what they want out of the damn sport. And I think we all would be happy. But it's very scary. It's very scary right now. So 135 is up in the air. I'm waiting to see who's willing to step up and take a challenge. Or you know what, better yet, I'm waiting to see who's going to be the next one to leave 135. Who's going to be next to leave 135? Because they've been getting up out of there. They've been getting up out of there. And it's why some of you favorite matches that we all wanted to see at 135 is not happening. That's the reason why. But only time would tell what's next for your favorite fighter, what's next for all these fighters. But hey, there's some possible stars out there. There's some stars out there. Then it's actually some superstars out there. But it's all up to them and that team to show us who they are and what they made of. And he stand 10 toes down on everything that they said that they was going to do. But once again, before we close out, because I'm getting ready for my brother B3 in another 3 minutes. So what's next for all the winners and losers? Clarissa, should she take another fight or take a break? Xander Zayas, let's keep on doing what she's doing. What's next? Who's next? What do you want to see next? Now, is it finally stopped? Is it finally the time to see the talks on this fantasy match with Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields? Some people really thinking that fight going to happen. The streets is talking about it. The streets. Tizzle, what's going on? TSPN, check my mans out. And this is one of the few things that the streets is talking about. The streets. You know what the streets is talking about in boxing? They ain't even talking in boxing. Thanks, bro. The streets is talking about Layla and Clarissa Shields. They ain't talking about no Tank. They ain't talking about none of these men fighters right now. The streets not talking about us. That's what the streets is talking about. So I said to the streets, you might want to hold that. Might want to hold that boxing jizz. Because it may not go down. But that's what's going on in the streets. They shouldn't, but guess what? Since that came out, Queen, that's what they talking about. Because the streets not the one that started this shit. The streets is not even the one that started this Layla and Clarissa shit. Some damn knuckleheads in the boxing community started this bullshit. Because the streets is only going to go with what they hear from us. And then the streets motherfucking say anything before we tell them anything, then that's just something the streets want to see. So they only going off us. So since men boxing hasn't really been much worth to talk about. Yep. Since men boxing ain't gave the streets anything to talk about, they talking about Layla and Clarissa Shields. They ain't even talking about Canelo and Crawford right now. They stopped talking about that. Yep. So I told the streets, that shit ain't happening. I said, streets, I don't want to see that shit happen. I told the streets the same thing I tell y'all. I am not, and I'm totally against any fighter that retire and goes into that damn Hall of Fame. They asses should not be able to re-enter into professional fighting. I do not want to see people that's been out of the sport for years and years and years keep coming the fuck back. If you come back, stay your ass here until you can't take no more. Because I ain't got time. Right. So now all this bullshit. So that's what they want to see. But I tell them, this ain't motherfucking Lethal Weapon. Ain't nobody Leo gets. Whatever Leo want, Leo gets. Well, you people ain't Leo gets, and this ain't Lethal Weapon. So yeah, they not getting that. You know what I mean? Let Clarissa and her generation of fighters do them. All these fighters, mind y'all damn business. Y'all had y'all time, and you nut-ass boxing fans, stop bringing these old-ass, retired-ass damn boxers into the equation. Stop doing that. You know how much we gotta go through every day when y'all go against the goddamn grain? Messing up the goddamn mindset of future goddamn studies and fans of the damn sport. Come on. What are we doing? Oh, Shamani, goddamn business. This ain't their damn time. This ain't their damn time, and boxing ain't sucking that much for y'all want to see all this nonsense. No, at a certain age, hang it the hell up. I'd knock Clarissa the hell out for 15 to 20 million. She ain't even got to give me that. Clarissa will whip your ass. Clarissa don't know. I know how to throw body shots. And I know where to throw them at, okay? So don't give me that bullshit. Oh, you ain't never been a professional fighter. You don't know what you doing. Nigga, I fight. Fuck you mean? I don't know what to do with a damn professional. You don't know what I can do with these damn hands. Just like I don't know what you can do with your hands. Just because they professional fighters doesn't mean they can't get their ass whipped by somebody that ain't a professional fighter. Okay? Shit. Anybody can get put on their ass bag. You only need 5 pounds of pressure and you need the bullet to land in the right spot. Like Jadakiss said. Niggas don't be in the right place. Bullets be in the right spot. I'm gonna say it again. Jadakiss said, niggas don't be in the wrong place. Bullets land in the right spot. Let that sink in. All right? Let that sink in. So I gotta say that one more time for all you people in the back. Niggas don't be in the wrong place. Bullets just land in the right spot. Punch placement. Punch placement. Y'all heard somebody, oh, that was a devastating knockout. Oh, I didn't even put no power on it. It was just that spot. Because half y'all don't even know half of these knockouts is coming from actual power or not. Y'all know nothing about boxing. I'ma mind my business on that one. But look, I'm a mind my manners. I got my brother B3 Picks going live right now. So if y'all not subscribed to B3 Picks, make sure y'all subscribe to B3 Picks STN. Go check him out. This has been the first official new time of Coffee and Donuts for grown-ups. We rolling at 9 a.m. Better serving for you, better for me. Shout out to everybody that came in this morning. All the big heads is in here in the morning. I mean big-headed. You know what I mean? All my favorites, the knowledgeable ones in here. Shout out to Jack Queen. Shout out to Jarrell. Shout out to Tizzle. Shout out to D Free. Shout out to BBO. Shout out to Jay Good, man. Shout out to everybody that came through this morning for the first new time Coffee Donuts for grown-ups. So before I go, we'll move out the way. If y'all approve of the 9 o'clock new time, put a 27 in there for your boy. And with that being said, this is Coffee and Donuts for grown-ups. I am your host with the most, the master ceremony, a.k.a. Sergeant Arms, the illest man, a.k.a. greatest man alive. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Nothing but real love from me to you. And with that being said, enjoy y'all damn Monday. I'm about to go check out B3, and then I'll be back on schedule, checking out the rest of the damn shows. I will see some of y'all at 2 o'clock over there at Cass Sports the Box Story with Uncle Cass. And then I will be seeing some of you guys over there, my man Just Do. Keep on doing your thing, Just Do. Shout out to the entire STN fam. We putting in this work late night, early night, midday. We trying to service y'all. We trying to serve you breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, and dessert. So if you appreciate the hard work that we put out there from day to day, because this ain't for shits and giggles. We really do this thing, and I really appreciate the work that you guys put in. So with that being said, I'm going to fly my old ass up on out of here, and I'm going to see y'all soon. Peace.